Previously on Imagine Dungeons.
Ramshackle is in a cage. There is a big turtle fella with him, also in a cage. And there are a bunch of were-crocodiles. At the end of the table, there is a hunched over halfling. This is a being known as the Groka, sort of the boogeyman of halflings.
We've come to collect. He kind of feels general enough. It just says that.
Did you bring the High Priest of Gatherhold?
Donnie's hands are under the table. Performance of creation. He just pulls from under the table up to 100 gold piece, medium-sized worth of like a body and a head.
The Groka crawls on top of the table and walks
Sexy.
over to the head and takes a bite into it.
Nighttime has come, to your beds now, away. Say your sweet prayers, cast out the fear. Dream your sweet dreams, for the nightman is here.
I knew this would happen. And we are going to roll for initiative here.
I'm guessing this fight starts with the boogeyman as close to me as he seems to be on my computer screen. Is that correct? On the map that I can see? He's
This
right
is
there?
correct.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate, because I lied to him.
Ooh.
9 plus 2, 11 for
So
Glint.
22 for Fiddles. 16 plus 6.
Sue crit when it means nothing, but that's a 20.
Oh, that's a
Save
surprise
those.
round.
2 plus 1, that's a 3.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try a new thing where the party will go, you will act, and then the enemies and the world will go after you. I think that will make things a little bit smoother. So we'll try it out, see how it goes.
Cool.
No matter what initiative says?
No, you will still do it based on how you guys rolled, but since on average you rolled higher, I just adjusted.
Cool.
When you roll lower, it'll be backwards. Okay. So we will start with the Groka, barefoot, dogs out, padding towards Donnie, taking a bite out of the fake head.
On the table, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
He takes a bite out of it. It's a scarecrow again. On the side
That's a
of the
Bo
room.
Burnham lyric.
Yes, a little reference, a little Easter egg. The werecrocs on the side of the room seem to be ushering both Ramshackle and Swill towards one of the hallways that are in the southeast corner of the room. Fiddles, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Come on, Phil.
Fiddles is going to draw his bow and remind me the name of our two beautiful top-hatted crocodiles.
Blondie and Melissa.
And which one is the closest to an exit door right now? I'm having a hard time grokking this map.
Blondie is close to the hallway. She's grabbing Swill by his elbow, and then Melissa is by the cages in the northeast corner of the room.
Yeah, Fiddles is going to draw his bow and take steady aim, which, just as a reminder, gives myself guaranteed advantage on my next attack roll, as long as I haven't moved and do not move for the rest of this turn. So Fiddles is going to draw the bow and is going to take aim at Blondie.
Go for it. Roll to hit. And since you have advantage, you'll get a sneak
As
attack
a-
here if you hit.
5 plus 6, 11.
Roll again because you have advantage.
Yep. Oh, that one's even better. A 6 plus 6, 12.
The 12, shockingly, hits Blondie in her beefy shoulder.
Incredible.
Of natural armor creatures.
Incredible. So we're going to send some sneak attack damage with this attack roll. That's going to be a 7 plus 6 for a total of 13.
You see that arrow pierce pretty deeply into her shoulder.
Sure.
She grabs Swill by the elbow pretty hard. She seems to be in a hurry to get him out of here. Since you use your bonus action in your action, you don't have movement. You done?
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, Sue, you're up.
Okay, Sue thinks things popped off a little quickly, so they are going to cast Hold Person on the Groka
Ooh, okay.
and trying to hold them right there.
Is that
So that's a Wisdom save, DC 14.
okay?
I'm just casting at second level.
The Groka, as you try casting this, very sharply tilts its neck towards you as the magic seems to just wave off of its a sort of shadowy cloak starts to seep out of its pores. It almost like brushes off the magic.
Yeah, that's very creepy. That's all Sue can do.
Okay. Ridley, you're up.
Okay. Ridley is frustrated in himself for how much this is taking a toll on him. But Swill really matters, and he wants to make sure that Swill is okay. And so, overcome with that energy, he is going to vanish and then reappear in a pop of ocean spray right next to, I believe it was Blondie.
Cranberry.
Cranberry, yeah, it's a field of cranberries. And Misty Step as his bonus action, and then attempt to attack Blondie with his glaive.
Yeah, roll to hit.
11 plus 6, 17
Oh yeah, that hits.
for 8 damage.
Okay. Your glaive seems to lack a crucial ingredient to damaging were creatures, as it is not silvered. So it's resistant to that attack.
Okay. And then Ridley is going to wink at Swill.
I believe you have another attack now that you're 5th level.
And then attack again.
Thanks,
I haven't
God.
fought in so long.
Swill also winks, but he's wearing an eye patch so you don't see it.
It just looks like a blink.
Wait. Oh, and I have no, but I rolled that two-handed. So in the interest of fairness, because I have 2-weapon fighting, but I'm currently holding it two-handed. So
You also already used your bonus action, so.
yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna swing the glaive again. That one will not hit. 5 plus 6, 11.
Yeah, the second one you swing it again, and Blondie catches the glaive by the handle.
And it was the wink. Ridley realized his depth perception is not what it used to be, and it was that loss of half eyesight.
Got dizzy in one blink.
He got a little dizzy. Somehow he's winded now. Okay, but Blondie's holding the glaive.
She just blocked it. She doesn't have like a steel grip on it or anything.
Okay, cool.
Glint, you're up.
I think the first thing I'm going to do is with my bonus action, Clint's going to, his glasses have slipped down the bridge of his nose because he's a nerd. He's a dork. And he's going to push him up with his middle finger of his right hand. And as he does that, electricity shoots out from his finger, covering the glasses, and Glint enters storm form once again. His dragon mark starts glowing. While I'm in storm form, I deal an additional 1d4 lightning damage to all attacks from myself and Davey.
And Davey, my friend.
And Davey. And so Glint's going to draw Hail Fang and swing and try and attack the Boogeyman.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, and I should ask, because I'm using my intelligence modifier, have I studied the logic book enough to get a permanent boost to intelligence, or do I have one more long rest?
One more, and you'll have it.
Okay, so I only have a +7 to hit.
What?
4 + 7, 11.
It's not going to do it. The Groka moves. It almost shimmers, and then you realize you didn't hit anything.
I have 2 attacks per turn.
Okay.
Let's run it back. I'm going to swing Hailfang at him one more time.
Hell yeah.
19.
19 will hit.
Yeah.
He did. What if he was? There's no way.
That is 5 damage, and then I also need to roll the thunder damage. So 7 total damage.
Okay. What does it look like when your storm form adds on to your damage here?
I think that Glint is relatively inexperienced. He's currently batting 500 with this sword. He's really never swung this sword before outside of at the mast of our pirate ship. And so I think he's probably swinging it like a baseball bat directly at the Boogeyman. And I think for the thunder damage, when it connects, there's a burst of lightning that shoots from Glint's glasses down his arm into the blade, and a little pop of thunder when he hits the Boogeyman.
Good.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Are you going to risk moving here, or are you going to stay put?
I think I'm going to stay put.
Okay. Donnie, you're up.
Donnie leans up a little bit to get closer to get to the Groka's face a little bit. And he puts up one of his fingers on his left hand to kind of make a mustache and like touches just under his nose. And then puts like a little like 3 fingers like to his chin to touch his face to make like a little goatee. And he's going to bestow curse. So you have to touch the person. So you have to succeed on a 13 wisdom.
Fails with the 7.
And so Donnie kind of looks at him a little bit and cocks his head, maybe like how the Groka did earlier, and be like, "Nah, still ugly as hell." So you touch a creature. This was what he's learned from his necromancy scroll. One of the spells that he's learned. You touch a creature, and that creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become cursed for the duration of the spell. So the spell lasts up to a minute. It's a concentration spell. So when you cast the spell, you can choose the nature of the curse from the following options. I will just introduce the options to the party and the listeners as I choose them. I don't want you to get all of them at first and then hear what happens. Maybe it'll make it a little bit more sexy that way.
That makes sense.
He's choosing the curse that while cursed, okay, which the Groka is, the target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turns. If it fails, it wastes its action that turn doing nothing.
Yes.
This is a great use of that spell.
Hey, real quick, Boogeyman, eat shit.
I bet he does.
He's nasty.
I bet he likes it.
I
Donnie,
bet it's yummy to him.
when you pull your hands away, you see that there's like a phantom mustache and goatee on its face.
Oh, amazing.
So good.
Amazing.
Do you want to do
And
anything with your bonus action or movement?
I do. With a bonus action, Donnie's going to do Bardic Inspiration, and he kind of starts with a hum, just kind of a hum, like he's trying to find like the rhythm, and he gives a look back to Sue, and he's looking at the Boogeyman the whole time that he sings this. He says, boo-hoo, what you gonna do? Bet you'll be crying for the night is through. I think you'd make a tasty boogie stew. Hold on to your head, have you met sweet Sue? And like she's bardically inspired.
Yes.
And then
I feel
as
inspired.
he's doing that, like the quill is like coming up under the nose of the Groka and just tickling his nose a little bit. And I'm going to use that too. So the Dreamweaver quill can be used with Bardic Inspiration. And so that same beat for the Sue Bardic Inspiration, it starts to manifest underneath, like the quill goes away and reveals like a big jug. And it's making it kind of look like the Groka's like, boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom. And then Blondie starts to get like this washboard that's joining in. It's like, Ricky Row, Ricky Row, Ricky Row.
Oh my gosh.
And
It's like
then,
old cartoons.
yeah. And then there's a banjo for our third werecroc. And then Donnie keeps singing with the Boohoo song kind of in the background. And he starts to sing, and everybody's kind of playing along with him. I'll get wisdom, Bump doom, but it don't. When you get the blues, come on and get wisdom. Bump doom, when you get the blues. If you come across a conniving foe, put your hands together, make another roll, get wisdom. When you get the blues. There's this whole just cacophony, this beautiful concert. What the quill does is, as part of Bardic Inspiration, once per short rest, the quill is a conduit for my imagination. So it can become an orchestra, but mine's just this little jamboree. And all my allies within 30 feet have advantage on wisdom saves and checks from here on out.
Let's go.
Oh, amazing.
Amazing.
That is great. Okay, I'll add a little aura to you here. So that's 30 feet of Donnie.
Does the Boogeyman give up?
Yeah,
Is it over?
It's like, I can't. I've been owned too hard.
He's just playing a jug with a mustache and a
he's
goatee.
Also, the barrel that's floating above Sue's head is the moat, so don't forget about that.
Oh, great.
Donnie, after your turn, you see the Groka kind of look around at all the instruments, and he smiles. He passes that wisdom save to start his turn,
Aye.
and holds his hand out to the side, and you see all of that inky smoke kind of coalesce into a small dagger,
Oh.
which he swings at you.
And misses.
Freaking soul blade.
That's a 16 to hit.
That's a hit. Even with his new armor.
That will do 11 damage to you.
Okay.
Ooh,
It's a
ouch.
big hit.
Luckily, I have some temporary damage thanks to my friend.
Ooh.
Sue's gotcha.
You see the Groka turn towards Swill, and some of the inky haze coming off of the Groka leaves his body and surrounds Swill.
Oh my.
On the Werecroc's turn, Blondie is going to attack Ridley
Big mistake.
with its
Huge.
claws, and that is a 22 to hit.
Just gonna graze me.
That'll do 6 damage to you,
Ow.
Ridley.
Blow up.
Okay.
And then it's going to try to bite down on you. And I think that will, yeah, that's going to miss. So it swipes you, kind of grazes you across the shell, and then tries biting down, but your shell seems to be too tough, especially thanks to this new material. In the meantime, Melissa is
Melissa, dude.
hustling Ramshackle. They make it about here. Swill, kind of consumed by this inky blackness, is going to move past you. Are you gonna attack Swill with your opportunity attack?
Attack Swill?
You can. So I just want to.
Oh, but it's an opportunity, so I can't grapple him.
Let me check the rules there.
But he's either way. He's running towards the door that we came from. Correct.
There's a side hallway that he's running towards. Okay, you cannot. You can only attack with a weapon. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. Swill disappears down that hallway, and then you see Blondie kind of pivot to block your way in there. Melissa and Ramshackle are able to get a little bit closer. Actually,
Shoot.
oops. Okay. But Melissa dashed with her turn, so she won't be able to attack you. Fiddles, you're back up.
Yep. So Fiddles is going to sprint over to Blondie and draw the sword of transmutation. And Fiddles,
Which is currently wood.
yes, correct. So Fiddles is going to run to Blondie and draw the sword of transmutation, and Fiddles is going to hit her with that booming blade, and also sneak attack damage because of Ridley's proximity to
Yeah,
Blondie.
good stuff.
19 plus 6 for 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
And we're going to go ahead and roll for damage. That is going to be a grand total of 21 damage.
All right, really good hit on
That is
Blondie.
about
Blondie,
as good as I can possibly do, almost.
Holy
confusingly to everyone watching, you take your hunk of wood and slam it into Blondie. And Blondie gets hit in the jaw, blood spewing all over the place. Blondie is almost down for the count.
And she's got that beautiful and terrifying. I like to imagine it's blue energy or purple energy for that thunder, just sort of radiating around her. Because I hit her with that booming blade. So if she moves 5 feet of her own volition next turn, she's gonna explode.
Almost single-handedly. Let's go, Fiddles.
And she's playing a banjo right now, which is so silly looking when you're almost dead.
I do think that I'm just gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to disengage from Blondie and take a couple of steps back.
Okay, sounds great.
So yeah, basically after that hit, Fiddles just like scurries backwards.
Blondie is cursing and spitting blood as you backstep. Sue, you're up.
All right, Sue is going to take kind of a step back, and then she is going to summon the energy within themselves. And you're going to see all of the silverware kind of lift up off the table, all the knives and forks. And she's casting Spirit Guardians for the first time in combat. So anyone within a 15 feet radius, which is all 3 of them, I measured, have to make a wisdom save if they start their turn or enter into that area for the first time. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage, and all of my allies are safe.
All right.
Vampire's no likey the radiant.
Does that start on your turn, or does that start on
I think
their
it's
turn?
their turn.
Okay. All right. Great use of that spell. They're going to take some silverware damage there.
Oh, is it
anything
also
else?
actual silver?
It sure is.
What idiots.
They're so stupid.
They can't read.
They're bougie.
They use silver to eat. They got a lot going on.
I don't know why, but every time that I eat anything, it hurts so bad.
I think I'm allergic to everything.
They normally use their hands.
My mouth is
but,
spicy.
This could be something that is telling about their guest. Anyways, who said that? Ridley, you are up.
We'll call that a passive perception check.
Yeah, I want to.
God gently impressed upon our hearts that something important is happening. So we're aware.
Oh gosh.
I would like to smite these fools. If I take an action to cast a spell, can I do a second action to attack? Is that how that works? It's 2 actions, right? Or is it 2 attacks?
You have 2 attacks, but since you have your bonus action attack, you could use that.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, so I think then what I'm going to do for something that lasts a little bit longer is Ridley is going to draw his hand over the glaive for just a moment, and it will start to crackle with some, we'll keep it in the family with some lightning damage.
Ew.
Some magical damage as he casts Elemental Weapon over the end of his glaive. And then would like to swing that crackly glaive at our good friend Blondie.
All right. As one-handed?
As one-handed. 13.
13 will hit.
Okay. Ooh. 4 of the standard damage, and then I think I add, hang on, make sure it's the first time I'm casting this one. It's a D4 of elemental damage.
Okay.
And so another 1 of lightning damage.
It does take the full damage though. So
Right. It's now a magical attack.
Yep. Blondie looks like a couple more lightning glaive attacks might take her down.
Let's try it. Let's try it one more again.
I don't think you have one more again.
Oh, you're saying I use the bonus on the spell?
You use your action to cast
I'm
elemental
still learning
weapon.
on this. Oh, and bonus was the
Oh yeah,
attack.
you're good. And bonus was the attack.
Yeah, if you choose to take the attack action, you attack twice.
But now I'm set up, which was my intention
You're set up.
behind doing this versus
yeah.
a smite. I've never played a paladin this high of level. Every campaign that I played just disbanded at level 3. So
Hey, one thing about Ridley is that he's a big fan of investment. And that's what this means.
Yeah, this was definitely a dividend play. Okay. Ridley stops. He stops.
He stops. Okay. Glint.
Glint is hot off the heels of a very successful first outing with Hailfang. I'm going to swing my sword at this ugly boogeyman again.
Brave boy.
15 plus 7, 22 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
All right.
Hit him.
Let's roll. Sword damage is 2. And then the Stormcaller glasses give me an additional 4. So that is 6 points of damage. I'm sorry, 10 points of damage.
Are you going to attack again?
Big damage.
You know what? If it ain't broke, Glint, I think, is going to swing Hailfang at the
Come on
Boogeyman
now.
again. Glint is kind of repeatedly swinging. It's very reminiscent of Glint angrily striking the mast of our ship.
Ridley's just like, elbows. Elbows.
That is a 14 plus 7, 21
Another
to hit.
precision
These
strike.
rolls are crazy.
Glint has studied the
blade?
halfling biography, or not biology.
While you
and
were learning
knows
to talk to
precisely
other
where to strike.
creatures with normal words and conversations, I was studying the blade.
I was studying
An
how
additional-
to kill other creatures.
An additional 6 damage to this ugly Boogeyman.
Good. Anything with your bonus action or movement?
Yeah, with my bonus action, can I cast Branding Smite is a bonus action. Can I cast that?
You can add that to your last hit.
Let's add it to my last hit.
What does your brand look like?
I think it's those runes, those dwarven runes for fury and safety. They just appear kind of in like a like a Miss America pageant sash going in an X across the Boogeyman.
Delish.
That's an additional.
All right.
It looks like an additional 9 radiant damage. Am I reading that correctly?
No, yep, you are. That's a good hit.
Pop, pop.
All right. Donnie, you're up.
Donnie just kind of like grimaces a little bit and he says, "Oh, God, you smell so bad." And he casts Vicious Mockery.
Yes.
Wisdom, it's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, it fails the vicious mockery.
Nice.
Roast him.
So it's 2d4 psychic damage. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Nice. Well, mostly nice. A 5 psychic damage. With the vicious
And it has
mockery.
disadvantage on its if it attacks this turn.
Amaze. If it even can.
All right. Anything else?
No. So when I do Bardic Inspiration for Sue, she already has the moat, right? That's just moat of potential just comes with. Okay. Then no, I don't have anything else.
Okay. All right. Then first thing that's going to happen is the Groka needs to make 2 rolls. The first one for its curse, which it passes. The second one for the Sue's spirit guardians, fork guardians. It fails the fork guardians.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
You want me to roll the damage?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a fun one for you. So roll it up.
All right, 3d8.
Ooh.
That's 13 damage.
Okay, 13 damage as forks and silver knives fly towards the Groka from all over the room, stabbing into him. You see faint wisps that seem to be behind the forks and knives stabbing into the Groka. They seem to be almost in the shape of halflings. And that 13, because it's radiant damage, is going to do double damage.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh.
Get him.
On the Groka's turn, you hear him give a shout across the room and say, "Ouch! If you can't subdue these creatures, kill Ramshackle.
Oh.
The altar will soon be fed." And you see these inky wisps come back to him, and you see him fade. It almost looks like it is standing on 2 different planes, and it begins to walk away.
The Groka?
Yes.
What?
Glint, Donnie, as you, I imagine, try to attack him as he fades away, your weapons phase right through him. And he seems to be calmly just walking away. He steps down from the table, and you can no longer see him because he's short. But I guess if you look under the table, you can see his little legs moving away. He doesn't have enough movement to move all the way away, and he is still cursed. And so we'll stay tuned.
Not as dramatic as you wanted it to be.
You'll never guess what happens next.
Yeah, he's moving his little feet as fast as he can. Blondie, who is hurting pretty bad, is going to try to take another bite out of Ridley.
Blondie has to make a roll first.
Yes.
Oh, good point. Good point. Passes with a 17,
Oh.
but she might take half damage.
Oh, I don't know.
Half as much on a successful
Oh, nice.
save.
So roll 3d8
So-
and then cut in half.
We could use your
doubled and
pre-
then cut in half.
we'll use your previous roll.
Wait, I want to roll again. Can I roll again?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Unless
It's
it's
just more
worse.
fun. It's way better. So max
Ooh.
damage.
Okay, we roll up here, or we round up, so this will do 10 damage to Blondie.
Oh,
But is that doubled because it's radiant? Oh, they're not.
They're not vampires. Yeah,
They're not vampires. However, the silverware kills Blondie all the same,
Idiot.
as she is buried in silverware.
Blondie sucks.
Melissa, however, sees the five of you and realizing that things are somewhat hopeless, turns and bites down on Ramshackle.
Does Melissa also have to make a roll?
Oh, she does also. Yeah. Let me get that
I
first.
probably won't kill her.
Okay,
But
Melissa also passes. You can
Okay.
roll again if you want, or we can...
nah, let me roll again.
It's way
It's
more
fun.
fun to roll.
It's way more fun to roll. That's 11.
Okay, Melissa will take that 11 damage on the chin. She seems to, as like a fork stabs into her, she just pulls it out and tosses it aside. She bites down on Ramshackle, and that will do 8 damage. You can also see that something is seeping out of her fangs into Ramshackle. You hear the sound of a splash come from the other room, and that's it. Fiddles, back up to you.
Swill's pooping.
It's classic Swill.
Don't come in here.
Occupado. Do I have to use an action to do sort of like a, I don't know, like a, I don't know if it would be a perception or investigation or something to see what's going on with the Grokes, the old Groke skis?
Roll an Arcana check.
Groke's
Like, what am he do anyways?
This will be your object interaction, or it'll take the place
Not
of
my
that.
skill set.
Yeah,
That's a
okay.
12 plus 1, a 13.
He seems to be not fully present in the material plane anymore. However, he seems to be concentrating on it. So do with that what you.
Is there any sort of evidence that I can gather that he can be hit with something in this state?
Maybe not with the 13 though.
Got it. Well, let me think real quick.
Not allowed.
You can't.
Okay, well then in that case, is throwing an object interaction or like an action?
What are you throwing?
I would like to peel one of the cloth patches off of the Mario cardigan that has a bullseye lantern in it. Let me make sure I know what a bullseye lantern is.
It's like a lantern that has a little hole that focuses where the light is going.
Got it. And it's already lit according to the Mario
Correct.
cardigan. So I'm going to pull one of the patches off that has a bullseye lantern in it and huck that lantern straight at the Groka.
That will be an action.
Great.
Because that's an attack.
But I do have an action to use, is what I'm asking. Okay,
Yeah.
great. I'm
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that.
Yeah, huck it.
That is a 16 plus 6, a 22.
Yeah, that'll hit. And then you can roll a d6 for damage plus sneak attack.
Sure, man. Should I have sneak attack on that though?
Yeah, because you have a ally within 5 feet.
I think you pretty much always have sneak attack.
I don't.
That's how I
I
interpret
don't
it.
have an ally within 5 feet. I'm throwing this at the Groka.
Oh, okay. Sure. Then you do not.
I
have
love doing sneak
you're
attack,
right.
but I just want to be fair here. Here comes my d6
What a great guy.
roll.
God,
Oop, well, sometimes you do a little bit. That's a 1.
Stop
Okay.
trying to throw things that are on fire. That hasn't gone
Hey.
well yet.
First of all, it's only gone well, exclusively.
It really has only gone well. It really has only gone well. I do want to say.
Doesn't seem to hit the Groka. Sorry, I thought you were throwing it at
Oh.
Melissa. It lands at the Groka's feet, and that should be concerning to you.
Does it distract him
Anyways.
at all? Does he stop concentrating on the things he's doing?
Nope.
Okay, so Fiddles looks up at everybody and says, I just threw fire at the Boogey Groke, and it seems to have done virtually. And Fiddles like tiptoes over the. Nope, absolutely nothing.
Oh, here's something that happens. So when the light, the lantern lands on the ground and shines through the Groke, and there's no shadow that's cast.
Pardon?
Great. Still nothing, and also something I just noticed because God told me. There is no shadow.
He's a Noka now.
Play through.
Ah.
Nice. Fiddles, anything with your bonus action?
Cry, cower
Okay, I'll take that.
at a ghost.
Sue, you're up.
Okay. We don't know where Swill went, right?
You know that he
He's
went down
splashing.
this hallway.
And we are under the impression that he is maybe under the control of the Groka, is what Sue's interpretation of that situation was. I think Sue might follow. She's not engaged with anyone right now, so they're going to go down as far as they can move that hallway, which is not super far because she's small.
25, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're able to peer around the corner, and following the skeleton that makes up this room, you can see that there are wing bones that seem to hold up the rock above your heads here. And
Okay.
in this room, you see there is this green bubbling pond.
No.
Oh boy.
And at the end of this pond, there is a serpentine altar. There are 2 cages, and Swill is opposite of this pond, staring at the altar.
Okay. Can I see Swill?
Barely.
Barely enough to cast a spell?
Let's see what your range is. Yeah, I mean, enough to cast a spell. He is, that looks like 90 feet away from you.
Okay, let me see. Let me see if I have one that's 90 feet. I don't know if I do. No, I have to be closer. I think she'll take her action then to dash, and she'll move again.
Okay.
Try and get in range.
Sue, do you yell anything out on what you see?
Yeah, I think she would. I think that they would yell, whatever that altar he's talking about, it's in here, y'all. There is something nasty going on in here.
Okay. Gross.
I think that's all I got. I
Okay.
don't think I have any bonus actions that are relevant.
Ridley, you're up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to swing at Melissa. And I'm going to use inspiration to try again.
You got with the glaive, you get a 12 because you get a +1 to hit with elemental weapon. And that hits.
Oh, yay. Elemental
But
weapon.
if you want to use inspiration, you can. I'm not going to stop you.
No. That's great. That's 11 damage plus 3 lightning damage.
Okay. She takes a shocking strike to her abdomen as she's clamped down on Ramshackle.
Yeah. How's she looking?
She has some charred blood, I guess, from the lightning. I don't know if that's the right word. You can smell the strange smell of burning blood that's like dripping out of her body.
What's it smell like?
Great question. It's coppery. And
This is where we need those little scent things that Doge sent us.
I don't know what burning blood smells like, and I'm not too interested in finding out. So that's as good as you're going to get out here. But Melissa ultimately seems like she could take a couple more of those.
Okay. I'm going to meet that demand with supply. 'Cause I don't know what else I can.
What a businessman.
I can't grapple her
I mean, you can.
as a second attack. Try and pull her off.
Grapple does count as an attack. For whatever reason, you can't do it as your opportunity attack. I guess because it doesn't count as an attack, but you can grapple as your second action.
Okay, so then I think I'm going to try and do that. Ridley's going to try and like wrestle her off.
Okay. Go ahead and attack like you're using the glaive. You won't get the +1, but
Yay! 17 plus 6, 23.
Wow.
all right. She's going to contest that with her own strength.
Dude, it's been such a hard week. Please let me have this.
You do have it.
It's a 1.
She is maintaining her grip on Ramshackle because that hasn't been broken, but you are able to grab her by her waist. Or are you biting down also?
Hadn't considered that. My goal was to try and like wrestle this bite.
Okay. So she is not grappled, but yes, you can remove Ramshackle from his grapple.
I think I would prefer to do that than to grab her.
Yeah, that's cool. Anything with your bonus action?
Can I smite my own hands?
No.
Does that count? No. Then no, I don't have anything.
All right. Glint, you're up.
Claws are a weapon for turtles. God palms.
Glint, still in storm form. So he's got the beams shooting out of his glasses. I think he's going to turn and look at the boogeyman. I want to do an Arcana check to see if I can suss out what this guy's doing.
Yeah, go for it.
4 plus 6, 10.
You don't really gain anything beyond what Fiddles has already noticed. He seems to be...
Joke's on you, because I'm going to take my inspiration. I'm going to do that one more time.
On an Arcana check?
8 plus 6, 14.
Okay, with the extra point here,
I got a 13.
you notice that, again, he doesn't seem to be on the material plane. The plane that he seems to be kind of hopping between is the ethereal plane.
Okay. I don't have a good feeling about whatever he's doing.
Why?
But I think I'm going to turn my... It just seems kind of sneaky.
It's like weird.
He's being
being
sneaky.
weird.
He's like being weird. His like vibe is like pretty
It's
off.
like a super
And, like,
strange guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I like what he's doing. But I'm going to turn my attention back to Melissa. And I'm going to like, as I'm turning, just sort of like backhand huck an Arcano core at her.
Nice.
Oh.
So this is always the one that it's like, how on earth am I?
Oh, yeah, this is the one that rolls like
Okay.
1,000 damage.
It rolls 1,000,000 dice. Okay, so
Do you
I
get to see
start-
all those dice on your screen actually roll?
Yes.
That's so
yeah, it's
fun.
crazy.
Jealous.
11 plus 6, 17. Does that hit?
Hits.
All right. Now, the target takes 2d8 plus 1d6 damage. So that's a total of 14 damage, and I either get to choose whether that is thunder or cold damage. Let's do thunder damage against Melissa.
I believe that is also plus 1d4, yeah?
It is a plus 1d4 because of the Stormcaller spectacles.
Get her.
Another 1.
Okay.
So 15 total damage.
She is bloodied.
This is the strongest crocodile in the world, Gage.
Well, that's because it's not a crocodile. It's a were-crocodile.
It's a were
Mega
crocodile. It's right there.
A Y crocodile.
Anything else, Glint? Is Davey just
Yeah,
dodging back there?
Well, I think for me, I still have my bonus action, so I'm going to run over to Melissa. And I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp on her.
Oh, nice.
26 to hit. Does that do it?
That would be a critical hit.
That's a crit.
Yeah, so that'll hit.
feel like we don't celebrate crits
2d8.
enough.
That's true. We do need to be
2d8 damage, so
celebratory.
that's
Add another 2d8 and then another 2d4.
so far we're at 19 and then a 2d4.
Gosh, yeah, that is a lot of damage.
Don't hurt my wizard friend. And then we're gonna
Don't
round that
have
out
to-
with 7. So that's 26 total
That
damage from
matches.
shocking
Oh
grasp.
my god.
That's really nice. Okay, you want to describe how you fry this poor blonde crocodile?
Yeah, I think I just run over and I accidentally, I think, shoulder check Ridley because Glint is like single focus on getting this crocodile off of Ramshackle. I feel
You
like
also jump through the thundercloud from your Arcano core.
I think in Glint's mind, he's solely focused on like we're here because I have to figure out what's going on with
That makes
Ramshackle in my
sense.
dreams.
Yeah,
and so
that's good.
I think he's it's not so much a shocking grasp as a shocking backhand, and I think he's gonna backhand this crocodile in the jaw, and he's gonna say, "Hands off my wizard!" And when he does that, the lightning is gonna blast from his hand, coursing through the crocodile's jaw, and it's gonna explode. It's gonna explode in a ball of lightning into crocodile jerky.
Someone just started the boys.
Ramshackle's awesome circular brass lenses go flying off his face, and you can see that his eyes are the color of amber.
Ooh, that's the color of her energy, dude.
Does Ridley lose both hands?
Yeah, it's pretty. It's unfortunate for you, but it's pretty cool for Glint. So don't steal his
I mean,
thunder, man.
Genbu can probably get me new hands.
Genbu's got a sack of maybe 50 hands. All right, Glint, good turn. And Donnie, you're up.
Dude, Donnie, there's nothing else in here. I mean, they did. So Donnie's gonna run towards the Groka. Yeah, how far away am I? I think he's gonna get up on the table and try and get closer.
Okay.
We're 40 feet away?
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go to the edge of the table. Fire didn't work. So there's not much that he can do. He doesn't want to not be concentrated on the curse anymore. So, I mean, can he do an Arcana check?
Yeah, it's your object interaction.
If you fail it, use your inspiration. Jordan loves
I will.
it. He texted me. He was like,
Okay.
"When you guys do that?"
Now, that's a 14
He didn't
plus
need it.
1, 15.
We're going to
15.
one at a time.
Guys, this is crazy.
With a
We only have 5 more until we have a perfect
I'm-
Arcana check.
with a 15, you also notice that the Groka has not been standing on the ground this entire time. He's been levitating.
Okay. Can I use my inspiration and find out more?
Sure. You can hope you find out
Y'all.
more with a +1, you know.
Guys, I don't think we're supposed to talk to the Groka anymore.
I don't think
No.
so either.
You can kill him. You just have to find out how.
Oh,
can't get
well,
to
this
the
is why
ethereal
I'm checking
plane.
on it. That's why I'm checking on it. So, like, stuff's passing through him, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
You could guess with the clues that I've given you what status he has, but you don't know as Donnie what it is.
He's untouchable.
Yeah. Can I persuade him to be touched? Can I roll that? No.
I don't necessarily think that's a possible check to hit.
Come
He is
back here, you little
concentrating
bitch.
on this. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
We need to break his concentration somehow.
But we can't if
That's
we can't
true.
hit him.
I know. I thought
damage
fire
him.
That's
would
true.
pass through. I thought fire. I think ghosts hate fire. I think everybody knows this.
Someone didn't watch Supernatural, dude.
Of course I didn't.
Can I do so a trait is aggressive, I think, for orc. So I can do another 30 feet, yeah?
Yeah, you can move.
Let me
I
look
think
at
it has
this.
to be towards a target, right?
Uh-huh.
So you could basically split the distance to it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, then I'll just get right up to him. Can I not get in front of him?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm going to come right there. And Donnie's just going to be like, like trying to get like a 2-year-old or like a baby to smile for the
Sure.
picture.
Y'all really
Like when
need the video on that
family's
one.
just like to try and break his concentration.
All right.
Taking whiffs.
Let's see how this
happening.
goes. On the Groka's turn. He has to first make a wisdom save. He fails it with a 4.
Wait.
That's the curse, though.
He slips out of the ethereal plane and he is on the material plane now.
Let's go.
Yes, Donnie, yes.
Get him.
This is an excellent use of the spell, Donnie, by the way. Bestow curse.
Oh.
Wastes its action. Okay. It still has
Yeah.
movement. It still has a bonus action. Once it lands on the material plane, since you're so close, you can see that some of its wounds have started to heal. And he smiles at you like jumping around. He jumps for a little bit. he's a little taken aback by this, and then gives you a little smile, and then just calmly starts walking past you again. If you have a weapon, you can make an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I've got a freaking whip, bro.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
That's
Crush his butt.
17 plus 5, 22.
That'll hit.
I can roll damage now?
Yeah, roll damage.
Oh, 3. 1 plus 2 is 3, kids. It's 3.
hey,
3 damage. Nice. After the Groka moves, Sue, you see something horrifying.
Oh, no.
As Swill falls into this pool of green burbling liquid and falls like he submerges.
I can't see him anymore.
Nope, he is underneath this liquid.
Oh, God.
You see steam rising from it. I'll let you figure that out how you want to. Okay, Fiddles, you're up.
Gross.
Sure. Trying to see how far away.
75 feet.
75 feet. Beautiful. Fiddles is going to whip out the old short bow and take steady aim at Groka for advantage on this hit.
Okay.
And that is an 11 plus 6 for a 17 to hit.
That first one does not hit. You need to roll
Okay.
again.
Second roll is a 14 plus 6 for a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Great. And we're going to roll damage plus sneak attack damage for a total of 15 damage.
Nice.
And I think that this arrow is just going to sail right and just, I think, take off an ear.
He hisses, and a lot of blood is pouring out of it. It's black, and it hisses as it drips onto the ground. The Groka is bloodied.
Fiddles takes the hand that he drew the string back with and flips him whatever the fantasy equivalent of the bird is.
You have to make the...
I was about to say, what is the fantasy equivalent?
it is quite literally similar to a bird with your hand.
Oh, but one hand's holding a bow, so it's just one hand just sort of like flapping like a wing. And Fiddles goes, you know what the other half looks like.
All right, Sue, you're up.
Oh, golly. Okay. I want to roll something to try and know more about this, or maybe see. So first I'm going to get as close as I can to wherever Swill fell in.
Okay. So it's on the opposite end from you.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There we go. Okay, and then I would like to try and figure out either the nature of the goo that I'm looking at, or that Sue's looking at, or I don't know, try and look and see if I can at least get eyes on Swill.
Sure. So you can do perception to try to find Swill, and nature.
Okay.
It's somewhat of a lower nature check to figure out what this liquid is, or a religion check to figure out what this idol is.
Well, I'm bad at nature and religion, but I feel like that's more valuable information, so I'm going to try and roll that. Let's roll a nature check. Oh, that's a crit fail, but I have inspiration. We're going to
Nice.
spend that bad boy right now and try that one more time.
You didn't get a crit fail on my screen.
Oh, wait, it rolled.
Yeah,
It
you
moved.
got a
Okay.
crit 16.
I mean, yeah, 16 feels all right. I'll take the 16. That was almost a crit
For
fail.
nature, okay. With the 16 nature, you know that this, you see some of the bubble from this pool pop and land on the stone, and you can hear the sizzling. This is
Oh, no.
acid.
Oh, do I think he has a long time before he's dead or like he's already dead? And if I don't know with the 16, you can also say that.
Typically, he would not have long to live. You don't know if the spell casts on him changes things.
Oh, God.
That typically is doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence.
What we know is when we go back and tell Snaps that his dad has died, he's like, it's okay.
Can I purify food and drink? Would that work on the acid? That's something I can
Ooh,
do.
it is a big drink, isn't it? It's a big drink.
Anything's a big drink if you purify it.
Yeah, Ridley, every time that they're out there out there on the water, Ridley's always calling the ocean the drink.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't that a sailing term, though?
Yeah.
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 I'm
know
out
what
here
it
on the
means,
drink.
but-
I'm going to go hit the drink.
What is
Y'all
a
need any
margarita
drinks?
if not a big acid drink?
Okay. You know, because of a certain ability you're born with, you can cast this for free once a day. So
Yeah,
yours is
tell me
also
about it.
stronger than a typical purify food and drink spell. You would either have to cast this constantly, maintaining concentration to maybe
Okay.
keep the effects of the acid off of Swill. But it will take a good amount more than just your standard purify food and drink.
Okay. I think Sue's gonna yell out for a free action. Hey y'all, we don't want Swill to die, right? Like we want to keep him alive.
No opinion.
Swill is in a bunch of acid right now.
Okay.
So is that a yes, save his life, or like just let him go?
I'll be right there. I have to wait my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Sue wants to do something. Oh shoot. Maybe I should have done perception so I could cast a spell on him because I can't see him, right?
You cannot, no.
Do you have like a fishing line
Let's check
in
my
your explorer's
inventory.
pack?
I have.
We actually would find that very offensive. Please do not fish for turtles.
Oh no. Yeah, no, don't. I do not. Shoot. I mean, she's got to do something. She's gonna try and purify some of the water at the top to see if, or the acid at the top, to see if she can see him / get him into a safe area.
Okay,
So I will cast that spell.
good. So with purify food and drink, whenever you hover your hands above the acid pool, some of it becomes transparent. You can see Swill under the acid.
Under the
He
former
is-
acid.
It's still acid. He is over here behind this altar. It does not look like the acid is burning him, but those shadows that were previously like surrounding him are freaking the heck out in the water.
Okay. Like in a good way, like they look like they're partying, or like they're
You
scared.
can interpret that how you want to.
Okay.
All right,
I think that's all Sue's gonna do.
Ridley.
Okay, I have an idea. Going into my shell, is that a action or a bonus action?
I believe that's an action.
Shell defense.
It says
Oh, it's
shell
an
defense.
action.
Yeah, withdraw.
I can't. Yeah, withdraw is okay. I can't get to where he is.
Can you Misty Step again?
That's also an action, though.
Misty Step is a bonus action.
Okay. Let's see if we can metagame this. I can't get out to him. I think I just have to dash. I'm trying. Ridley is trying to get to Swill.
Okay.
So I think for this turn, all I can do is dash and move 60 feet.
You can dash move 60 feet, and then you can Misty Step on top of that.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Hey.
Okay. Ridley is going to run around the corner and just like, Sue, where? Point.
He's right there, and she's just going to direct him.
And
You
Ridley,
can see him, look.
Ridley jumps into the air, sees the transparent, and Misty steps and appears in the acid as well.
Oh, scheisse.
And Gage, my goal here, I don't know how much I can do in one turn, but Ridley is attempting to like grab onto Swill.
Okay. I mean, you can use your object interaction to like lock arms with him, but you don't have anything left.
Yep.
Okay.
Understood.
Glint, you're up.
Can I check on Ramshackle?
Oh, yeah. What are you checking?
I just want to, number one, introduce myself. I'm a big fan.
He's completely tied up, and he's gagged also.
Can I mean, is it going to cost me an action to like free him?
Yes.
Well, he's going to have to just sit tight then, I guess. He seems comfortable. No, like immediate, like he's not like bleeding to death from a crocodile bite or anything, right?
No, you see the blood kind of dripping down from his collarbone, but beyond that, he's not dying.
Okay. Then I think I'm going to, let's see, how far away is the Baba Yaga from me?
The Baba Yaga.
He is
85
85 feet away from
Just
me.
11 rulers all shooting across the screen.
Lucky for the Baba Yaga, Glint's whipped up something new in his downtime, and he reaches into his satchel, and he pulls out what looks like an Arcano core, but it's like a little bigger, and whereas an Arcano core is like golf ball size, this one is maybe softball size, and instead of round, it's like made up of flat faces. So it like maybe wouldn't roll that well. Let's say that it has 20 sides. It's shaped like, I don't know, maybe a 20-sided die. And I'm gonna whip this Arcano core at the Boogeyman. This is a second level Arcano core. 2 + 6, 8 to hit.
You see it go wide left and explode some spare wood on the side of the room. I mean, on the bright side, it's not all lost. You see that to the side room, there's like a little bedroom.
Oh, not
Very
all
nice.
is lost.
Oh,
There's a bedroom.
Guys, don't worry. I know because we were all like, we got to kill this guy and find out if there's any bedrooms here. So like, we found out that there's a bedroom. That's good.
There's one big king size bed. So
Our Ubisoft,
Oh.
our Ubisoft list just updated.
Yeah. We got to climb a tower.
anything else, Glint?
No, because you wouldn't let my bomb hit him.
Donnie.
Donnie's warming up the fiddle, and he's gonna not fiddlesticks, but the fiddle's
already
noises
warm,
that come from
baby.
his fingers when he's ready to shoot fire at him foes, and he's gonna shoot firebolt at the Groka.
The Groke.
That's 17 plus 8, 25.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Most excellent.
Him, roast to his ass.
Roasted and now at this here 5th level, firebolt is 2d10.
Oh.
Get him,
What are we gonna do?
That's a good hit.
Unless
you roll.
I'm gonna use. Can I use inspiration for this one or no?
Not for
Can't do that
damage.
for
no.
not for damage. It's 9.
That's not bad.
9 damage.
Okay. Anything else, Donnie?
Is he dead?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Please.
Can he die now?
Takes a little bolt of fire to the wrist, but he's he's bleeding out of his ear hole.
Gotcha, idiot. Okay.
He's bloodied, but
What a
he's
dunce.
doesn't seem to be like about to fall over dead.
Does he know that
Fine.
like none of us even want him here?
That's a good point.
He
Yeah.
does seem to pick up on that
Emotional
He
damage?
does.
through magical
He does
means.
just.
He
No,
casts a
there's
spell.
nothing left.
You
Nothing
cast
left here.
detect prejudice.
Detect.
Yeah, he's like, wait. Do you guys hate me?
I think Donnie will get closer then.
You have 30 feet of movement. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get as
close to him again because I can't really tell where he's going.
And for all you know, going ooga booga booga is what breaks his concentration.
Right. I'm going to be ready the next time he disappears.
When you get closer, you see that there is a tunnel that has, or there's been like a rock slide here. There's a bunch of boulders that line the ground. And you see skeleton, out from the back of the skeleton comes a tailbone that create like a winding exit out here. It seems to be a tunnel. It's covered in this misty haze, but from where you are, you can't really see past that. Anything else, Donna? You done?
No, I'm done.
The Groka on his turn resists the curse and resumes his etherealness
Dude, this dude sucks.
and levitates away.
What a butt.
The wisps in the acid pond are starting to come together and seem to be stringing together to form a shape.
Don't like
Fiddles,
that.
You are up.
Yeah, I think Fiddles has played it pretty like, haha, silly fun adventure this whole time, but is really feeling pretty weird about the fact that this dude is a halfling and just like feels a certain modicum of like, I gotta bring this guy down because he's one of me. So Fiddles is going to use a bonus action to dash and dead sprint off in the direction of the Groka, which I believe allows me to get 50 feet, double my movement speed. So Fiddles is just gonna haul ass, really, is what this turn is for. We'll end this turn mid sprint.
You can sprint twice.
I can sprint twice.
You can dash with your action and with your bonus action as a rogue.
So is that a total of 100?
90. I guess, no, you're a halfling, so you have 25 feet, so it would be a total of 75 feet.
So it's just an additional 25 and then an additional 25?
Correct, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Sue, you're up.
Oh, I'm really at a loss here. Okay. Well, I feel like I need to keep casting. I have another spell slot, so I'm going to cast Purify Food and Drink again because I'm assuming that it is starting to fade. Is that correct?
What level are you casting it?
I just cast it at first level the first time.
And this time it's a first again?
Sure. Doesn't matter to me.
Okay. You get the sense that this is not going to permanently change the consistency of the acid,
Okay.
but it is holding a lot of the effects back.
Okay. Especially now that our sweet baby boy Ridley's in there. And then Sue would also like to, I think, roll the religion check to see about the altar. See if there's something I can do to negate or cancel whatever is happening.
Sure.
Not I, Sue. Lines are blurry. Ooh, that's a 9 minus 2, 7. This time I will use inspiration, though. Let's try that one more time. Oh, and that one's... Oh, you know why? Okay, halfling. I did roll a crit fail, but because I'm a halfling and you have lucky, that's why I was so confused, because I just crit failed again, but then I rolled a 19.
We can't.
And now it's 17.
You and I can never crit fail.
Can never crit fail. I'm so proud of
So
us.
powerful.
Oh, cute.
Okay. As you see these wisps coalescing underneath the acid pool, you recognize that they are forming a very familiar shape. They are coming together to form like a serpentine dragon.
Oh, no.
And Sue definitely knows what that means.
Means there's about to be a dragon pop out of this acid pool.
Oh,
No, thank
okay,
you.
Cool. Great. Love that. I didn't know if it was like a guild symbol I was supposed to recognize, or Sue was supposed to recognize, but...
It's a ritual that's about to finish.
Oh, no thanks.
do I feel like I know how to end the ritual?
Nope.
I'm going to take a wild guess, and it's
Cool.
get Swill out of there.
I don't have anything to get him out of there, though.
I think we got to kill the Boogeyman. I think Boogeyman's summoning the
Both
dragon.
seem like good options to me.
Yes.
Ridley, On your turn, you need to make a Constitution save,
I always do.
Even with my Purify?
even with your Purify.
Okay.
17 plus 2, 19.
Okay, you'll only take 4 acid damage from being in the acid pool.
Okay. Before I try, my temporary hit points are now gone. Before I try and reinvent the wheel, can I swim up with Swill?
Yeah, you'd be swimming at half movement. And so you would need at least 25 feet to get him back up on the shore.
Okay. I do that. And then I move 5 feet just because.
Because I
Get
can't.
him out of there.
When you pull Swill out of the acid pond, you notice that typically his skin is this deep green, like leaves on an evergreen tree. It has faded to a pale, sickly green.
Okay. Is he stable?
He is not dead, and he doesn't seem to be bleeding out or anything. However, the shadows that swirl around his body still seem to be draining something out of him.
Okay.
If only you knew a spell for heartburn.
He's burning their hearts.
I don't know how to help him.
The good news is that he's not dying.
Yeah, but he is fueling this dragon that I don't know about.
That is also correct.
He jumped in the acid to try and die before the
I
ritual
think
could
that
finish.
I think that the ritual needs his life force.
I thought
He
he was
just
trying
started
to go out
running.
in a heroic blaze of glory.
You didn't save my life.
Can
You
I-
ruined my
can I
death.
Yeah.
Can I free action to ask Swill if I didn't save his life but ruined his death?
To ask him,
Yeah.
he opens his eyes and they seem to be glossed over.
Okay.
It's like, you never believed in me, Ridley, but now I get to do something great. He seems to be under the influence.
He's drunk.
always got a little something going on.
What a deadbeat, dude.
Gosh, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do.
I mean, I wouldn't. Not like I would if I was over there.
I think
Is
we
there
have to
something you
kick the
could-
boogeyman's ass.
Is that podium still on the acid or whatever? There's something.
The
It's
altar.
Can you
It's a
interact with that?
large marble altar. It's about 10 to 12 feet high beyond the surface of the acid pool.
Is it something that we think we could destroy? If we attacked it, does it look destroyable?
If you had something that would be good for destroying marble, then perhaps.
Jax.
Okay.
You talking about this right one and this left one?
Justin Bieber and the Kid Leroy. Right here.
Sue, would you have pointed out the dragon?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a dragon. Swill, are you gonna become a dragon?
I think you would not have enough time in
Yeah.
the 6-second span to
Yeah,
ask
yeah,
yeah.
2 questions.
Okay. I'm gonna try something, guys. If this doesn't work, we can cut it all out. Ridley is gonna use his action to go into his shell.
Are you
No,
attempting
there's
anything else?
some sort of time dilation. I'm running in there. Buck naked. Yep.
Yeah, you pop into your shell dream space.
Genbu? Hey, Genbu, are you here?
Genbu has been playing tic-tac-toe with himself. It's like,
Has he been winning?
So sad.
no. No,
Sadder.
he's like, oh, hey, something going on out there? It seems to be a little shaky.
Yeah, big time. Genbu, listen, I'm moving fast here. I'm looking at a pool of acid, and I think there's a dragon that's being born out of this. When I met you first, you were kind of big and scary and serpentine, and
Oh,
Dragon,
yeah.
no offense. Scary can be a good thing. Is there anything you could do to help me here?
He looks at you, kind of like cracks his neck, does a little extending his arms to crack his fingers. He's like, when you meet a dragon, you gotta kick its ass, Ridley. You gotta take life by the horns. You know what? And he like slaps you on the back, and it hurts. You got a little bit of dragon in you, too. Go on out there and show him what you're made of.
Okay. Yeah, this is great. You're sounding like me. Okay, so no sort of left, right, BA shortcut here. I just have to.
I think you'll know. You'll know. It just comes out of you.
Okay. Don't want to take up too much of your time. He is sucking the lifeblood out of a guy I know. It's complicated. Anything that you know that I could do to shortcut, stop the pain there? I'm trying to get a god to roll religion instead of me.
Yeah, I've seen some rituals before. As long as his body isn't in any danger, it won't be anything beyond fixing. Might need to bring him to like a cleric or a priest or something like that to get him back up to top shape. But as long as his body isn't in any current danger, he should live through the process.
Okay. All right, chill. Thank you. I actually don't think that I can leave my shell until my next action. So I think we're about to do a little in media res, timeline-wise. How are you? How are you?
To everybody else,
Ridley spends 1 year teaching him how to play tic-tac-toe inside of his shell.
Ridley has entered the hyperbolic time chamber. The former red stripes on Ridley's shell have begun to glow a bright red, and steam is coming out of the turtle shell holes.
That's pretty sick.
Okay.
Damn, that's cool.
Hope this blue comes off.
Glint, you are up.
Gage, I sent you a question on Discord.
Okay, yeah. No.
Please.
It doesn't work like that.
Can I insta-kill bad guy? Thank you.
Can I I'm trying to make sure that I understand what you're saying with like leveled spells and attacks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have Misty Step.
Okay.
It's listed as a second level spell, but it takes a bonus action. If I Misty Step, I can attack after that, right?
Yes.
You can attack, not with a spell. Or not with
Great.
a leveled spell. You could use a cantrip.
Excellent. Can I Misty Step all the way to the Baba Yaga?
What's the range on it?
Misty Step is 100. Wait, up to 30 feet. No.
Well,
I can't.
What's your movement speed?
You could move. One issue that you'll have is that you can't see the ground. I believe you have to see where you're landing.
Gotcha.
But this fog in the tunnel covers that up.
Seems like you did that on purpose.
Good news that Donnie's not affected by that because he has a feet.
What?
Well,
you have 2 feet, right?
Got him.
That's 30 feet there. And he's still pretty far away
dude,
from
Misty
me.
Step and then dash.
Yeah, that's a good call. And
You'd
I'll
get
make an investment.
Yeah, you'd have 60 feet after you did
Now
that.
you're thinking with portals, baby.
Yeah. Then I'll dash first. That's another 30 feet.
Make sure you don't cut yourself off by not being able to Misty Step into the fog is what I was saying. Like if you need to Misty Step first, then run the rest of the way because of the fog.
Correct.
That's a good idea. Cool. I'm going to Misty Step. Mist pours out of the top of Glint's boots, and then he disappears in a flash of like stormy fog, and he reappears 30 more feet away. In a series of moves that no doubt were removed in editing, Glint has run, Misty Step, and dashed to now be next to his friend Fiddlesticks and waiting his next turn to go kick the boogeyman's ass.
If I may suggest a way that it could look super cool, it would be basically in the middle of your dead sprint, you just skip 30 feet of that dead sprint.
Yeah,
Love it.
absolutely.
I believe Davey also just has like a standard 30 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
So you can move him also if you would like.
Oh yeah, and Davy's here.
I asked Gage if I put Davey on my back like a backpack, if he could come with me when I Misty Step, and Gage said no, which
Rude.
I think sucks.
There's a lot of implications since we have two people who are the size of Davey in the party.
It's because of their connection, though.
If you could get Dimension Door, it's a different story.
Maybe there's a feat for that. 2 feet, even.
Davey has an ability that would there's a loophole there that would make some issues. All right, Glint, you're done.
Yep.
All right, Donnie.
Donnie aims to sprint that way too. Can I use an action to try and pick up Fiddle to come with me?
It would take your action, yeah, but that would just be grappling, and then Fiddle would have to just purposely fail that.
I consent to this.
Yeah, Donnie runs by and he's like, "Come on, Spider Monkey," and just like throws him up on his back. And I mean, I'm 35 feet away, so I can just get like right up on him.
This would be 30 feet here.
Okay. Cool. Excellent. So he's grabbing that, and with his bonus action, he's got Fiddle up here with him, and he gives Fiddle Bardic Inspiration, and just saying like, "Grab my fiddle and don't see throw," like try and like drop him and like get him. I can't do anything else. I can't like toss him at this point because I already picked him up.
Correct, yeah.
But he's also bardically inspired now.
Okay. On the Groka's turn,
Please fail.
it has to make a wisdom save.
Fail.
Passes.
Oh, you bitch. No.
Remains, that's a total of 21. Remains ethereal and continues its hovering descent into this fog.
This is like following Dompe the Gravekeeper in Ocarina of Time, I feel like.
Yes.
Fiddles, Donnie, and Glint, I need you all to make a perception check.
Not my strong suit. Oh,
12 plus 3,
I guess we'll
15.
take it though. That's a nat 20.
Get it.
Hey,
Fiddles understands
Nat
the secrets of the universe.
I can see everything. I have perception.
Donnie, what'd you get?
12 plus 5, 17.
Ooh, okay. With a 15, a nat 20, and a 17, the three of you come to an immediate realization. While there are a few things you could have deciphered on how to keep the Groka out of this, he seems to have lured you away and, in effect, successfully split the party. Because you hear the rock shaking and crumbling. And out from the diet acid pool emerges a shadowy serpentine dragon.
But like a baby one, right? It's real cute.
It's not a baby. It's not ancient. But it is a dragon.
No.
Does it have wings?
It does not have wings.
Okay.
It seems to
It's
be
a snake.
primarily serpentine. Much
Big
more.
snake.
Yeah, it is much more draconic with like the spines on its skull and the fins on the side of its face than other snakes, which identifies it as a dragon. You see a shadowy tongue flicker out of its mouth as it turns towards Sue, who looks like a great breakfast.
Oh.
Does it look like the child of the skeleton that we're in?
It doesn't, but it does somewhat resemble the altar in the acid pool. Fiddles, as this realization dawns on you, it is your turn. You are caught between a rock and a hard place with either chasing the Groka or seeing what all this rattling and essentially reluctantly turned back towards Sue's shouting about shadows coalescing in the acid pool.
Fiddles and Jordan share the same brain here, where both of them feel as though the only thing that has worked to break the Groka out of concentration and make him touchable is this curse. So like Fiddles and Jordan are both out of ideas for ways to basically not skip turns hoping that the Groka fails a wisdom saving throw. But also, if the Groka gets away, Fiddles and Jordan are both going to die.
Things to consider.
So I guess my question, if there is a DM in the sky who is listening, is there any other way besides this wisdom saving throw to break the concentration?
For Fiddles?
Or just in
Sounds
general?
like you gotta roll some.
Yeah, I would love to roll, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, is there something I can roll to figure out how I can break this guy's concentration and get him touchable?
You could roll an Arcana check.
Again? Let's do it. I'm ready.
I think we're up to 16 this time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, skip
That's a 17. 16 plus 1.
Yes, bruh. Let's go.
We've rolled 8 checks against this dude.
I hate this guy, dude. I've never hated a character in this game more than this Boogeyman.
You know, you once saw a play about creatures who would phase in and out of existence.
Yep.
And what the party would do is catch up to this creature and then wait by holding an action until it pops into existence and then all hitting it at the same time. You also know that typically the way to counter magical actions is through magic, which you unfortunately lack. Again, that realization is that the Groka, being this childhood fable from the Talenta Plains, must have lived for centuries and aims to continue living for centuries, and so has covered his escape by threatening your friends. Do with that what you will.
Sure.
I see that measurement, though. I see that measurement.
I'm going to... Fiddles is going to use a bonus action and is going to dash directly next to the Groka. Fiddles is then going to take the Sword of Transmutation and casting Green Flame Blade, stab himself in the foot.
Oh, that is so smart. Okay. Roll to hit.
Do I have to roll to hit myself?
If you don't hit yourself,
I guess you could, yeah, that's fine. You can auto hit. Just roll for damage.
Okay, so I need to roll like piercing damage as well as
Your flame
Yeah,
damage,
sure.
Yeah.
What?
and sneak attack on yourself.
no. I will not be sneak attacking myself. Thank you for asking.
You are within 5 feet of you.
That's true.
So it's
But I'm
true.
very loud and I know I'm there. Thank goodness.
Within 5 feet of
That is a 4. And I'll tell you what it's also going to be is I'm going to uncanny dodge myself and make sure I only just nick the very corner of my toe. So that's actually only going to be 2 HP.
Unfortunately, you do have to add an extra D8 as it
Yep.
is a 5th level spell.
Yep. Nope. We're getting to that point. So I will also be rolling. I will also be well. It's a cantrip cast by a 5th level character. So that is going to be 4. Wait, I don't understand what just happened. It rolled 2d8.
Yeah, it should just be 1. The first roll was a 4.
Okay, so 4, which
So-
is also I will uncanny dodge and let that flame just graze me there as well. So that is an additional 2 HP lost. But I will also roll. Would this fire theoretically hit this magical flame? Theoretically hit the Groka?
One thing that is a counter to vampires is selflessness. And so I will say yes.
Sure, man. We'll take it.
heck yes.
This will be a 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is charisma. So this will be a 1d8 plus 3. And here we go. We're looking at 5 fire damage.
The Groka takes that damage, and you can hear the like sizzle as the fire reaches beyond the material plane to reach it, like a heat-seeking missile.
Nice.
Does it break his concentration? That's all I care about.
It does not. And you can see beyond this tunnel, there is a glowing light at the end of this path.
No.
You're unsure what it is.
Sheesh.
That's what you see. Sue.
Oh gosh. Can I roll maybe nature to see what I know or what Sue knows about dragons?
Mm-hmm.
Not a good skill, but we're gonna try it. Ooh, that's bad. That's a 3 minus 2, a 1. So just about as bad as
You're like,
you
what a
could roll.
cool dog.
An unnatural one.
Yeah, you can't get a nat 1, but you can be cursed by your upbringing and get a 1.
Yeah,
Dragons are bad news,
You know that.
or they could be great pets.
Okay.
I didn't think the roll was that good.
Sue's gonna take a step closer, knowing she still has her forks and knives swirling around them. And I think Sue is going to...
You are inspired still, Sue.
Oh, yes, I do have my bardic inspiration. Can I get close enough to attack without stepping in the... I can't, right? Without stepping in the acid.
If you stand on the ledge here, you could attack.
Mm-hmm.
You'll need to make a dex save if you're using like a melee weapon to avoid falling.
Am I good at dex saves? Not really. Let me see if I need any other
acid,
spells.
though.
That would be honestly pretty epic. Okay, I think Sue will get just close enough so that the forks and knives are swirling around the dragon, and then we'll cast probably just a cantrip because all of my other spells are helper spells. Let's cast Word of Radiance. So that's saving throw, Constitution 14.
It fails.
All right, that is 1d6 radiant damage. No, sorry, 2d6 because I'm a
2d6.
big girl now. That's 9 radiant damage.
Increased to 18.
Ooh, love it.
As fire burns the top of its shadowy head, you see that there's like an explosion of shadow.
So do I... okay, never mind. I got this. Okay, that's all I gotta do. That's all Sue's gonna do.
You have a bonus action left.
That was great.
Sue does not have many bonus actions other than to heal.
You do have spiritual weapon.
Yeah, I guess I could cast Spiritual Weapon.
You don't have to. That is just an option.
I didn't know if, is it also concentration, though?
It's not.
Oh. Wow, that is... Okay, yeah, sure. Let's cast
Makes it a great combo.
Let's get it
You
going.
can roll to hit.
10 plus 6, 16?
The 16 slashes into the shadow, but it seems to miss.
Okay. I didn't mean to cast that at a 3rd level.
No, okay. No worries.
Sorry. I made mark the other one.
Be a standard second. Okay.
Okay.
Ridley, you're up inside of your shell.
Okay. Bonus action to emerge.
Ridley, you emerge, and your skin is no longer light blue. You do still have the seaweed beard, so do with that what you will.
Deal.
Your skin is back to its normal tone, but
Nice.
everyone can see that there is steam rising from you.
Okay. I look at this dragon. I'm going to try and communicate for just a second. And I do not know any languages other than Common and Goblin. And so Ridley's just is like, nah, Common. And he's just looks at the dragon and says, what's your name, friend?
It turns towards you but it doesn't answer. It seems to be unintelligent. Just an apparition almost.
I have been asked to kick your ass. And so that's what I'm gonna do. And I think I can run along the lake here. until I'm within 10 feet so that I can use my glaive.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do that. I think I will run towards Sue to also hopefully draw some attention away from Swill. And then Ridley's going to swing with his glaive. 13 plus 6 plus 1, so 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 13 damage plus the D4 of lightning for 4 lightning damage.
Good.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, I'm going to add a Divine Smite.
It doesn't cost a bonus action. It's free.
Oh, I just used the spell slot. Yeah, okay,
Yep.
so I'm going to do that at a first level spell and add
Okay.
2 D8 of Radiant for an additional 6.
It doubles.
Okay, so an additional 12 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Holy moly.
And then I'm gonna do that again.
Go for it. Yeah, as you swing down with your glaive, you tear a huge piece of shadow off of it, right through the neck.
Ooh.
And your second attack,
Was a crit.
it's unnatural. It comes from the pits of
It is unnatural.
Kyber.
It is a shitical 20. So that is 5 of the standard damage, and then 1 lightning damage, and then can I smite again on top
You can.
for another 24 radiant
my
damage.
lord.
It's a great hit. That last one, steam, the one that's pouring out of like the pores in your shell, seem to like push your blade a lot harder than it would typically swing. And it explodes inside the dragon and leaves it bloodied as these tattered wisps of shadow
Stop.
all
God,
fly to the corners of the room.
Genuinely
wild.
successful.
Oh, man. Right after he told him he was going to do that.
Yes, so much better, but just like, guess I gotta kick your ass.
This is Vince. I hope you're enjoying this episode of Imagine Dungeons. Hey, real fast, I've got 2 quick requests for you. If you have enjoyed what you're listening to, first, I'd love it if you would just leave a rating and a review right in the platform that you're on. That could be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, whatever it is you're using, just a quick rate and review right there. The second thing that you could do is tell someone that you love, shoot, even someone that you like about the show. Great people surround themselves with great people, and we know you have great taste in shows. You probably have great taste in human beings that would love to hear it too. That would mean the world to us. Thanks so much for listening. Okay, let's go. Back to the show.
Glint, you're up.
So I'm kind of like dead in between Shadow Dragon and the Boogeyman.
Can Fiddles yell something out of turn or no?
As a reaction, as a reaction, you can.
Okay, perfect. Magic can hurt him.
I'm gonna run 30 feet into this tunnel. Here? Was that 30 feet?
Yeah.
It
And
looked 30 adjacent.
Glint's I'm gonna give the Super Arcano Core another shot.
Previous to what Fiddles shouted out about his understanding of what was happening, this is something you might want to hold until the Groka pops back.
Some magic can sometimes hurt him.
Glint's gonna pull this Arcana Core out of his pouch. He's gonna hold it at the ready. He's gonna just toss it in his hand, toss it up and catch it.
Is that a thing?
Toss it
Like,
up
does
and
that
catch
actually
it.
do something? Can you use your turn to like poise for an attack that just happens whenever you want it to?
Yeah, so under your actions, you'll see actions in combat. One of them is ready. So you can ready an action and then determine what the circumstance is before you act.
I don't have that. Oh, yes, I do.
This goes until your next turn. So, for example, it specifies here with the spell, you can hold a spell until, for example, the Groka pops back into existence. However, if that condition doesn't occur, you lose the spell slot.
Okay. Gage,
Cool.
when you said that thing about the play where a bunch of people just waited for something to turn it real and then they all punched it at the same time, I thought you were being a dick. And I now realize you were being helpful.
I was giving you strategic advice, yes.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was your way of being like, I don't know, wait, idiot.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So I've readied this level 2 Arcano Core. And then that's it for this turn.
All right, Donnie.
Really quick, Davey does have a turn though.
Oh, yeah. Bonus action.
Can Davey untie Ramshackle?
Yeah.
Davey's gonna untie Ramshackle then.
Yes. He casts
Okay.
self-destruct.
Maybe he has magic.
Yeah, Davey unties Ramshackle.
He's also gonna grab his glasses off the ground, I think, on his way over to Ramshackle.
Davey puts them on his head.
Ramshackle tries to strangle Davey, but doesn't understand that he's metal.
Donnie.
What's so funny is, so ever since I cast the, like what the quill gave me in terms of the advantage on wisdom saving throws, it's the lovely thing about Roll20 and what Gage has done for me is given me this 30-foot aura, and I keep measuring how far 30 feet is from me when it's been there the whole time. It's blatantly right there. So I'm just gonna move 30 feet. Donnie's gonna move 30 feet and ready firebolt.
Okay. On the Groka's turn,
We're just waiting.
he appears first. So go ahead and make those attacks, Glint and Donnie.
He appears, and then we start blasting. I'm gonna hit him with that level 2 Arcano Core. Roll to hit is 15.
A 15 does not hit.
No inspiration for you, my friend? Already used it on an Arcana check, maybe?
I used it on an Arcana check. Like that was like probably a good time to use it was then.
Wow. And now me?
Yep.
So do you, wait, when that happens, does your Arcana Core like misfire or do you just like whiff the throw?
I think since it's these new ones that I'm just testing out, this one just misfires. I think I tried earlier and I whiffed the throw and I exploded and we found the secret bedroom. That was like part of our secondary quest log.
Yeah.
But this one is just like I click the button and nothing happens. It's just like,
Does it just land like a dummy grenade? Like you throw it or you just like keep clicking it like a pin and it doesn't do anything?
I don't think the lights ever fully turn on. And then it just like, you hear the sound like,
Yeah.
and he puts it back in his bag.
It does the like beep, 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 the Windows shutdown sound from Windows 7 or whatever.
Yeah.
I rolled a 17 plus 8.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Get him.
Donnie.
25.
You have your eyes locked on to where the Groka is, even in this fog.
That is great.
Hey.
That is a 9 and a 10. That is 19. 19 firebolt
Man, that's
damage.
almost max damage. That's really good.
Sheesh.
That's amazing.
Dang.
The Groka is on death's door.
And
Come on, fiddle.
Okay, on the Groka's turn, he sighs, looks at the end of the tunnel, and seems to see that you guys have figured out these tricks that he's been playing. I wanted to escape, to live to see another day where I could torture you in front of your mothers. However, it seems that this perhaps could be my last stand, and if it is, I will take one of you with me. I need everybody in this tunnel.
What?
Everybody needs to make a Constitution save as the fog in this tunnel turns freezing cold.
don't die.
14 plus 3, 17.
Is a 5 plus 2, 7.
Can I roll a... can either... Because Fiddle has bardic
I'm-
inspiration.
I have regular inspiration that I'm going to use for that as well.
Okay. Can I use inspiration for my Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, if you have inspiration left, you are allowed to use it for
I do.
saves.
I never used mine for Arcana.
Okay, 17 plus 2.
I rolled the exact same thing.
Oh no.
Can Donnie use mine?
6 plus 1.
No, unfortunately.
No. 6 plus 1, 7.
Okay. As the cold bites into you, Donnie, you first take 36 cold damage.
What?
Oh, so much.
That's
so
yeah,
much
that's more than what I had.
Wait, are you down?
Yeah, I had 32.
Fiddles, Glint, you each take 18 cold damage,
Well,
and you're.
I guess I would probably
Oh.
take 9 because of Uncanny Dodge.
Does that only work
so-
with Dex?
I actually don't know. Let me check. I was being silly, but... So this says when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you. So I could dodge it, but I used my reaction to yell useless information at Glint that actually didn't help us at all. So I will go ahead and take... What was that? 18?
18.
Okay.
Johnny's down, dude.
No.
Fiddles, Glint, both of you are pushed 5 feet away, but you're not prone, which was supposed to be the good news here.
Oh, it's great. You should have led with that.
And then it continues to move away. Fiddles, as the Groka moves away, it is not...
What about the dragon? Does the dragon get a
Oh,
turn?
the dragon does get a turn. Thank you.
Wow.
I got you.
Oh, thank you.
Classic Raya
Mostly because I want spirit guardians to hit it.
Oh, okay. Spirit Guardians does... I guess it needs to roll first for Spirit Guardians. Fails. So you can roll Spirit Guardian damage as silverware.
D8. That is 16 damage.
Come on now.
Radiant
Force.
damage.
Multiplied by 2.
Yeah.
Do you see these wisps that were that you kind of made out to be the size of halflings before are now like subtly materializing and more so look like halflings who are flying and hitting this dragon with their forks and knives.
Spoon slaps.
This dragon, with the two of you in sight, is going to rear its head back, and liquid just erupts out of its mouth. It smells like death and rotting things. Each of you need to make a dex save.
Thanks, I hate it. That's a 3 + 0, 3 for Sue.
Ridley, it's a 15 with the shell.
Oh man, that is a great shell. Okay. Then,
It has Bluetooth too.
I have enough dice for this.
I forgot to say, Sean Paul has been playing this entire battle from Ridley's shell.
Sing it for us.
I'm gonna be keeping you on.
You each take 42 acid damage. That's cut in half to 21 for Ridley.
I'm down. Sue's down. She's
So
42.
you could have with motive potential, Raya, on a saving throw, you gain temporary hit points equal to the number rolled on your inspiration die +2.
Ooh.
what's motive potential?
It comes with
just
the Bardic
comes with Bardic
Inspiration.
Inspiration because of the kind of bard I am. It's a special
Yeah, so
move.
go ahead and roll that Bardic Inspiration anyways, even though you would have failed no matter what.
I don't think it's enough to keep me
Oh,
alive
okay.
either way. It's 5.
I had
wait,
you...
no.
5 + 2 is 7.
Oh, I had 43. Oh, I forgot that I had bonus.
Yeah, so you have 6 health now.
Okay.
Nice.
So as this wave of black acid pours over the two of you, you guys are completely covered in this black sludge. Donnie, what does it look like when this moat of potential activates to just keep Sue from going unconscious?
It's like so the mote of potential, each of the motes represent one of the instruments, the ones that he like fashioned out of weapons. And so the little flute that he does was just like a little dagger. But I guess like as she's falling and like, I don't know, if a life force is leaving her, like the music is pushing the life back into her as the little thing kind of hovers around her head and plays a little
Sick.
tune that keeps her just alive enough.
Just keep holding on.
Keep holding on.
Yes. Sing it.
Fiddles, as this mist freezes, pushing you backwards. You can see the Groka is concerned now and is quickly kind of scuttled to the back of the cave, but couldn't make it to this glowing light at the end of the tail.
Get him, bro. Go.
He's still somewhat obscured by this fog, which is something to take into account.
What does that do for me? Like,
it's really great for Donnie because he has a so it basically gets an addition to its AC and its dex saves. And that's it. It's under technically half cover if you are interested in looking that up.
if I'm next to the Groka, does that still mean anything? Like, is there any difference if I'm far away or if I'm right next to him?
From the last time you were next to him, it seemed to still be covering him. Like, he seems to be in control
Great,
of it.
so ranged is equally as viable as just smacking him.
Correct.
Jordan,
Perfect,
I'll
yeah.
tell you too, with motive potential, the attack roll perk is the target and a creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet. Gotta have to succeed on a constitution saving throw or take thunder damage equal to the number rolled on the Bardic Inspiration die.
You could also use
I'm
your
gonna
Bardic
use it for my
Inspiration
attack roll.
to...
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to use it for my attack roll. So Fiddles is going to draw his bow and take steady aim to attack the Groka with everything he's got. One big ol' sneak attack roll with advantage.
Finish him.
So that is a 19 plus 6, 25 to hit, and I am going to go ahead and roll. I don't remember what his AC was before. Can you remind me what we were having to roll to hit earlier?
No, that's not something that you know.
That's not something we know? Perfect. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and roll an additional 1d6 to hit just to be safe. And that's my Bardic Inspiration coming into play. That's a 1, so we're going to go ahead and call that a 26 to hit.
Okay. Roll for damage.
Put a couple D10s in there, see if he notices.
That is 8 piercing damage and 7 sneak attack damage for a total of 15 damage.
As you aim with your bow, making sure that you're steady, you can hear the faint beat of a drum that comes with the Bardic Inspiration. As your arrow flies through this tunnel, you hear with one final beat, the arrow pierces the neck of the Groka. And in somewhat of an unceremonious end, it falls to the ground, and the fog in this cave disperses.
Oh, Fiddles hits his knees and just says, "Stay down, you bastard."
All right, that was your bonus action and your movement.
Yes.
Dude, he was, let's look at this, 20 feet from that portal to get out.
My first merch idea for our show is just a shirt that says, "I hate the Groka."
I really do.
All right, Sue, it is your turn. You have a floating spiritual weapon. I believe it's a meat cleaver. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct. Okay. Sue will. Is the dragon a little bit closer to the edge now? It looks like.
Yes,
correct?
it is. Yeah, it's slithered a little bit to where it's touching the edge of this pond.
Okay. Sue is going to get within melee range and attack with their mace first, their meat tenderizer. And it's a crit!
Roll for
Yay!
damage. Let's go. That's fun.
That is a 4 + 2, 6. And then do we double or do I roll again?
Roll another d6.
No, that's just a 3.
Okay.
So 6 + 3, 9 damage. And then we'll use bonus action for the spiritual weapon, the meat cleaver, to also attack. That was a crit fail, and then it was a 2. So lucky, not so lucky this time.
As you and your halfling kitchen army and Ridley have pounded away at this dragon, its body is primarily made of these shadowy wisps. And so it's become a little bit harder to hit over time.
Oh.
That does make sense.
Ridley, you are up.
Okay. Ridley's going to swing with his glaive. 15 plus 7, 22.
Hits.
10 standard damage, 2 lightning damage, thunder damage. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm burning every slot we got, y'all.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, please.
Get him.
Sorry, I'm going to find it here to do the Divine Smite, which we all know is under this area of this page.
It's always hiding. You can just roll 2d8. It's fine.
For an additional 26 damage. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Please say it's down. Please say it's down.
Ridley, you have the ability to finish it off.
Done.
And
That's it right there.
the magic that comes that is emanating from your shell has reached a bursting.
Thank you. That's where I was going after a final. I didn't know how much we had left to go. And so in an absolute just moment of, it sounds like overwhelm, Ridley is going to feel the steam emanating from his shell, and in a moment he's going to drop the glaive to the floor and square up his stance, and he is going to open his mouth, and from there emanates a cone of steam that he'll blow like fire directly at this dragon. To do additional fire damage.
Ridley, Sue, among your other accolades, you can now add Dragon
oh
Slayer.
my God.
Amazing.
Yes,
Freaking did it, y'all.
we did.
Our-
Dang
Ridley,
self.
the holy scale seems to have leveled up,
What?
granting you a new ability.
Oh, sick.
Dude, that's amazing. Oh, that was good.
And I think that's a great place for us to end our session.
No, it's not. I have one more thing to do.
Okay.
Are we out of initiative?
We're out of initiative.
Fiddles.
Donnie's bleeding out.
yeah.
I guess freezing out.
Yeah, we should fix that first also. But of one single mind, Fiddles approaches the corpse of the Groka, draws the wooden sword of transmutation, and stabs it straight through the heart of the dead vampire corpse to make sure that the Groka will never get up again.
As you walked over, you saw that the wound from the arrow was slowly beginning
Yep.
to heal.
Hmm.
And when you stabbed him with the wooden sword of transmutation, all of its age catches up to it. It crinkles and then explodes just in a burst of death.
Sick.
Oof.
Wow.
So proud of you,
So
Fiddles.
cool.
Wow.
Donnie's dying.
Yeah, you should go. Stab some
So-
penicillin.
If y'all let Sue know the deal, then Sue can heal. But
Sue, can you get in here?
Sue will rush over. What's going on? Hey, are we all right?
Donnie's pretty bad, if I'm being honest.
All right, Sue is going to cast a healing word.
Yeah, you can roll for that if you'd like.
All right,
Picks Donnie back up.
that is 7 back to Donnie.
Amazing.
Hey, Donnie. Hey, can you hear me? You all right?
Donnie kind of comes to and he's thawing out, and he was like, "Man, these tunnels haven't done so good for me ever since old Swill cooked me up, and now the Boogeyman tried to freeze me out. I think I got some inspiration for a song of ice and fire."